Okay, welcome all to lecture number 6 of machine learning. So it's an introductory course to machine learning. In the last lectures, let me give you an aggregation what we have done till this point, and such that we can have a general idea of where we are going. So if you remember in the first lecture, we said that the goal of the machine learning is to find the underlying function or the approximate the underlying function of a particular model f. So if we have a particular model and we say that we have to automate it, we know that there might be an underlying function f, and if we can approximate this underlying function f with under some error limit, then we can automate it. Fine. So the machine learning is helpful in that perspective. Now, a particular machine learning setup, a particular supervised machine learning setup, typically contains 5 things. So first is the data. The data represents is the data. There is no other definition. So data is from what or the past experience from which we learn. Now, point number 2, which is necessary, is the model. So we have studied a few models, like we have the logistic regression model, we have the softmax model, we have the linear regression model. So that will be the model. Then there will be parameters of that model. Fine. So like in the linear regression or the softmax regression or the logistic regression, the model, the parameters for the W matrix or the W vector. Fine. The weights of the model. Then point number 4 is the learning algorithm. Fine. So okay, we have this model, we have the parameters of the model, we have the data as well. The question is, how do we learn this model, or how do we learn the parameters of this model? So for that we need the learning algorithm. Fine. So we have a learning algorithm as well. And then point number 5, we need basically an objective function. The objective function tells us, okay, how far or how near we are to the actual goal of ours. And our goal is, so if we have this data, d is equal to, and we have x comma y, where y are the true labels. So our model, basically this model will generate the labels y cap, and the objective function tells us how far this y cap is from this true label y. Fine. So usually our objective measures this error. We also call it a cost function or the error function or the objective function. There are different names for it. And the objective basically, or the goal of our machine learning, is to either minimize this objective or to maximize. So in case of your logistic regression, we saw that the objective function was basically the maximum log likelihood. So in that case, we wanted to maximize that. And similarly, in case of our linear regression, the objective or the cost function was the squared error. Then we wanted to minimize that squared error. So these are the five basic things in a particular supervised machine learning setup, and we should keep them in our mind while we will proceed further. Fine. So so that is one thing. Now the models which we have studied thus far, so we have studied a few of them. So we studied the linear regression for the regression purposes, for the continuous purposes. We studied the logistic regression. Fine. We studied logistic regression, and then we studied an extension of the logistic regression, and that was softmax regression. So we studied quite a few models, but there is one particular thing about all three of them. We also studied the KNN as well. Fine. Except for the KNN, barring KNN, all the three other models are linear in nature. So if you remember, in the linear regression, we basically plotted a line like this. If this was our data, we basically plotted a line. So there was some error, there were some points here, there were some points here. So basically we were all plotting or projecting them onto this line. In case of logistic regression, again, it was a binary classification problem. So there were some points here, there were some other points here. And then we were plotting basically a line which used to which would separate these two classes. Fine. So if the voice is dropping, I will anyways I'm anyways recording it. I will provide the model. Fine. Just bear with me however you can. We'll see. Fine. And similarly, the softmax regression was nothing but the logistic regression, but for more than one class, for more than two classes. So there also we saw that the decision boundary was again linear in nature. Now we had this dilemma that in the real world, the data sets will not be linearly separable. Fine. So let me clear this here. It has gone a bit. If I delete this. So if you see in the real world, the data is seldom, data is not, some students are unmuted, mute them. But I don't hear any crosstalk. Everybody is muted. But there are still 1, 2, 3, 4 people who don't have voice. They will not be hearing my voice. Please clear that error. Fine. Anyways, so what I was saying is that the data in the real life, it seldom is linearly separable in nature. So linearly separable, which I already said, there will be data set and a single line can separate this. So in case of a 2D model, a single line can separate it. And in case of the multidimensional data, then we call it as hyperplane. So but the point is that there is the degree of x is only 1. Fine. So degree of x is only 1. It's not square or cube or raised to power 4. That's not the case. The degree of x is only 1. So like in case of our logistic regression, our y hat was basically sigma of w1 x1 plus w2 x2, so on and so forth, plus wd xd, and then plus the bias term w0. Fine. So but you can see here this is linear in nature. So the model is linear in nature. But if we have a non-linear boundary, or in general terms we can say if we have a non-linear function, how do we go about that? Fine. So can we utilize the models or the linear models which we have studied till now? Can we utilize them to estimate this arbitrary function f? So here I have one arbitrary function f. So you can see here this is a quite a complex function here. So there are ups and downs. So one thing which I can do is I can sample this function. Let me tell you in a bit detail what I mean. So if this is my function, so let me say this is the function. Now what I can do is I can make small boxes. Okay, so like this is one box. Then after some interval, I will draw another box. I will draw another box here. Similarly, another box here, so on and so forth. So the point being that I can estimate this function using these smaller square boxes. Fine. So here I have run a bit of a simulation here. So you can see here. So let me say this blue line is the actual line. Fine. So this blue line here is the actual line. So maybe I can let me line width equal to, let me say 3. Oh, what has happened? What is that? Okay, line. Fine. So this is my this is the blue line. So if I start with say 10 bins, so 1, 2, 3, 4. These are 10 bins here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. So there are 10 bins here. Now the point being that if I estimate this whole curve, this blue curve, using these square functions, this is the red curve is what I will get.